I miss the days when I woke up and I felt normal, when I wasn't sad for no reason or panicked over stupid little day-to-day events. I wasn't always like this. I used to see the good in the world, and I wasn't afraid of what a new day would bring for me. For a long time, I felt okay. But one day, or maybe over the course of many days, something shifted in me. Other people noticed. I was different, but I didn't know why. I miss the girl I used to be, the one who was happier in her own skin and didn't care about what other people thought. While I was still the same on the outside, my mind had changed, and this is how it feels. In the heat of an anxious moment, all the oxygen needed to function disappears, and everything going on around me slows and becomes nothing more than white noise, non-existent and blurred. Feels like I'm gasping for air, despite the fact that it's all in my head. I smile at the people around, hoping that if they don't notice I'm breaking inside, maybe I'll forget too. But it's always there, hiding like the monsters under the bed. Things that were once important don't matter to me anymore. I can feel myself breaking, first in my body and then suddenly in my heart. As if completely made of glass, it shatters. There's a darkness that destroys every last bit of happiness and turns me into a person I don't recognize. If you looked into my eyes, you'd see that the life has been sucked away, and the only thing on my mind presently is making it through my day without having to inconvenience anyone, including myself. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm feeling. It's almost as if my head is trying to protect me from its own dysfunction. It isn't possible to have just one or two thoughts in my head during a particularly anxious day. In the blink of an eye, one thought turns into 1 million thoughts, and I feel like I'm swimming through uncharted territory of my own being, trying to make my way through the tangled mess of what may or may not be important. I can't escape the crazy, messed up world that engulfs me. My mind. You couldn't possibly understand the feeling of being so far beneath the surface, where all hope for survival is gone. Every day is an uphill battle to feel like anything other than imperfect, which is something I clearly know I am. And no matter how hard I try, I just don't feel like I used to. I'm the creator of my own worst enemies, and yet I can't seem to fight them when they try to knock me down. It's funny how my worst fears are usually something I've created. My deepest insecurities arise from my own thoughts. My monsters and my own worst enemies are usually just me. It's like being in a different world where I'm a puppet on a string. It feels like I'm trapped, screaming for help, but no one can hear me. It's one of those days where strength is hard to come by, and I find myself standing on the edge of reality, trying to decide whether or not I'm going to fall off. It's a darkness that hides deep inside and suddenly appears when help is gone. Thoughts of how the world would be happier without me arise, and I wonder for a bit longer what it would be like to take that feeling and have it completely wiped away. All the color in the world fades, and everything is suddenly in shades of gray, bland. It's hard to tell the difference between reality and imagination. At any given moment, the thin string that's keeping me sane will snap, and I feel like I'm going to lose control completely. My walls will come crumbling down, and everyone around me will know that I was never really strong, but just trying not to crack under the pressures of everyday life. On the outside, everything's fine. I wear a mask that covers the dark insides of my mind and my entire inner being, the one who's slowly suffocating in her